Okay, so I'm here with Lucinda, and thank you so much, Lucinda, for jumping on this call with me to share your experience. Lucinda and me have been working together for the past 2 and something months, right? And yeah, and it's been a delightful journey for me. And yeah, maybe you can, Lucinda, share with me and with whoever is watching this, what brought you to reach out to me and to start this journey. Maybe we can start off with that.
I think what made me want to work with you primarily was because I didn't know how to motivate myself, and I didn't know how to communicate my standards or boundaries. Even though I knew that I should have them, I didn't know how to implement them, and that was something I wanted to learn. And the lack of motivation, a lot of it was because I was holding myself back because of perfectionism. So if I wanted to do a project and if it didn't turn out exactly how I wanted it, I was scared that it wouldn't turn out how I wanted it, so I just wouldn't do it. And I'd have all these ideas I wanted to do, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it.
Yes. Yes, thank you. And then maybe you can share with us how was I able to help you, in what ways this work has helped you, what was most helpful for you?
Well, I definitely know how to communicate my boundaries and standards now.
Yeah.
In a healthy way, in a respectful way, in a way that isn't too forceful and isn't going to then cause me issues as well. And I let go of a lot of the perfectionism for my art and the projects that I want to do. So I've actually done some now, like starting my YouTube channel, writing a song, starting my painting, which I haven't finished yet, but even starting it was a big step because it had been in my head for so long and I just hadn't done it. Yes, I feel like I've got more energy and more motivation to do the things that I want to do, rather than thinking about them and then feeling bad that I haven't done them yet, or just never doing them.
So what would you say, could you maybe describe a little bit more from the inside of the work, like what were the keys, most meaningful keys for you, or epiphany moments or anything like that from within the processes that helped you the most to reach that point that you're describing right now, that you're finding yourself at?
I think a lot of it was to do with self-love and understanding from myself, because if you are really comfortable with yourself, you can express yourself freely and you don't worry about what other people are thinking. And that can translate into my art and my projects as well, because if it doesn't turn out exactly perfect how I wanted it, as long as I'm happy with it, then that's the main thing. And if I'm happy with myself for achieving this or completing this thing that I want to do,
Yeah.
I think the meditations that we did were so powerful. And that is actually another thing, that I had a lot of anger and resentment towards my past relationships and the people that I was with. And when we did one of your guided meditations, straight away after that, I felt like it was all gone. And I feel so much happier about it. And I can look at pictures and videos of them and not feel sad or angry anymore. And it's just such a release. And it gives me as well more energy and more thinking space for the present and the future, rather than worrying about things that don't affect me anymore or letting them affect me when they shouldn't.
Yeah, I'm having goosebumps right now because this is actually things that we've done a while ago, and now we're kind of more focusing on, as you're saying, on like the next step. So it's so nice to hear your reflection back on things that we were doing a while ago and releasing, and I'm so happy to hear that now again in after a while, and in our new perspective. So it's so wonderful.
Yeah, it's made a huge difference.
Yes. So maybe you can point out if there's anything else to add about this huge difference. So kind of when you look at yourself now, what do you see that has shown up in your experience or in your reality, and in relation to where you were before starting to work with me?
I generally feel happier.
Yeah.
I generally feel more, it's weird because I feel more in control by the fact that I've let go of control.
Yes.
I'm not trying to control the outcome, but that makes me feel like I'm more in control because I'm just doing things that I do have control on, and the things that I want to do. So it's all, I suppose, perspective, because if you focus on what you do have control on and then let go of the things you don't, then you will feel better. And I've kind of lost my train of thought, but
we're kind of looking at where you are at now versus where you were before starting working with me, and kind of trying to point out the differences or the main points.
I'm much more productive. I get a lot more done, and I am happier with the results as well. I'm not as harsh on myself.
Yeah.
So that's good as well. And I've done things that I didn't even think that I could do. So I would hold myself back. Oh, I can't do that. I can't write a song. It's not something I can do. But then I did, and I felt so excited and so good about it.
Yes.
Really good.
And you even shared with me how this is bringing even you're getting feedbacks from other people that enjoy your song and other things that you're putting out there. So that,
yeah, I actually had another person this morning tell me that they love watching my videos and they've loved seeing my transformation. Everyone else can notice it.
wow.
They can notice how different a person I am now.
That's so lovely to hear that. And I remember in our very first call before starting working together that one of the things that were important for you was to have that creative outlet that would also reach other people and give them, inspire them or help them in any way. So it's so wonderful to see that outcome, that it is really happening now, and that you're actually reaching those goals that we were setting for this journey.
Yeah, and it's such a noticeable change in a really short amount of time, actually. So it's been very powerful to work with you.
I can say the same thing. I enjoy, as I always tell you, I enjoy every moment with you on our calls and on our text. I love texting with you. I love hearing about your successes or your struggles. So in the beginning it was more like, oh, this thing happened, I had this dream, and now it's more things like you were just sharing now, like about your new song or how people react so positively to the things that you're putting out there. And it's so inspiring for me to see that. So the inspiration comes back to me. So I am so grateful for that, and so grateful for the opportunity to work with you.
Yeah.
And for this call. Thank you so much for sharing with me and with whoever is going to watch this. It's very, very inspiring and empowering.
Thank you. Thank you so much for all of your help. It's been really life-changing.
That's really the greatest reward, is to hear and witness that. So thank you.